What's good, gente? And thank you guys once again, like always, for tuning in. As you guys can see on the thumbnail and on the title, right? This is just a little quick message to JD, letting him know that Runner can mislead his ass. Those are just facts, bro. But as you guys can see on the thumbnail, I won't be reacting to, of course, the interview that old boy did with JD. I already be knowing most of the shit that he said on that interview. We're full of it, right? So I'm not gonna get into that. I'm kind of gonna stick a little bit more with this little clip that they ended up sending me yesterday, and it might be a little bit older, so I do apologize to some of the people. I don't tune in to JD stuff like that. I'm not really too much of a fan. I'll just say it like that, right? I don't know too much about him, and I'm not the type of person that kind of gets hooked or starts tuning in to certain content where they just like to raise their voice and they want to make it seem like they're all about that. And I'm not saying JD's not with the business. I'm not actually saying that. I don't know too much of JD, to be quite real. But I have noticed in the past that most of those platforms or people that act like that, right? More than likely it's all show, it's all for entertainment, and they're not really about that life. I could be wrong, like I said, I have not done my investigation when it comes to JD, and I probably won't do no investigation. Unless that's something you guys want to see, then I'll have to do my homework on that. But one of the first videos that I did see on JD's content, right, was technically the one where he's exposing Wes Watson for being pretty much a phony, right? Hey, and I give it to him. Hey, shout outs to a boy for doing that. Because, I mean, there was other platforms, but they didn't have the following like JD does. You know, he does have a big platform. And I don't honestly don't think that he ended up buying his subscribers because he does get a lot of views. Let's just be real. But in these last couple of days, even though I haven't really tuned in, I had a lot of people send me clips and letting me know that I guess JD is being misled, you know, by the runner. He did do an interview where, oh boy, I guess he's feeling himself again, right? And he's starting to believe his lies, or he forgot that he done ratted on NYA. But that's another story, and that's already been put out there before. If you happen to miss it or didn't get the chance to see it, it might be on Conejo's profiles or on some of my E.B.K videos. Some were taken down due to the fact that I get reported a lot, and you guys already be knowing how that goes. When it comes to the runner, he ain't got no problem pointing his finger at the next man, you know, just so that he can either look better or you guys already be knowing so he don't have to do time. But let's get to this JD video where he's pretty much having Gunner co-sign his stories. And I don't recommend him doing that, especially since Runner has been put out there for a lot of things, man. From being a snitch to joining other gangs to all kinds of stuff. And I'm not just saying about the dropout gangs, I'm talking about the woods, all kinds of stuff. But let's add the clip so that you know what I'm talking about. And then I'll give you guys my honest opinion of what's going on, man, with JD and old boy the Runner.
Collective did some research on my prison background, and this is what he found.
Upon doing time in OSP, I did run into a couple guys from IP, Irish Pride. And I will say this, they had a lot of respect. You know, their whole thing, it seemed like to me from a distance, and I can't speak on for facts, but I can say for reals, they were smashing Chomos constantly. So when I hear JD Delay take a hard stance against Chomos, man, you know, there's a lot of reasons behind it. I talked to another homeboy that had did time. And I was like, do you know this guy? And it wasn't more so because I was trying to disprove him or talk shit. None of that. I just kind of wanted to get a background history on who he was. And he says, oh, I know him very well. He said, that dude is no joke and not anyone to be played with on any level. In prison, that was one of them ones, bro, that you knew he was a big boy and he'll smash you. You know, he was with his people to the fullest. So everything JD Delay says, man, I don't take with a grain of salt. I take to heart and I know it's facts. We have a lot of the same understandings, a lot of the same types of...
So how old boy JD was just saying before I interrupted him, right? Old boy Runner, technically, He's writing old boy speak poets right now. Those are just facts, right? He ended up finding someone that he can benefit from, and that's what he's doing right now, man. He thinks that the waters had died out, people have forgotten, or people just don't care no more. But in all reality, man, JD needs to realize that he can't be using this dude to have him co-sign either his stories or just supposedly because he had asked around. This is something that the gunner does with all his videos. Anytime he's talking about a new group or talking about anyone, he either says that he knows him, he's a primo, he's related to them. This dude happens to know everybody, right? And he's over here asking about JD if he was really putting in work on the chomos. Let's just, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that old boy wasn't doing that. In prison, those fools get no love and they'll get maxed out by anyone that gets to see those black and whites or just people in general, man, that despise these dudes. Me, myself, I happen to be one of them. I have brushed chomos in the past. And I'm pretty sure JD has done it as well, right? He was on them fools bumper. But in all reality, man, I don't think that he was doing the whole extreme like that. Because don't get me wrong, I wasn't, right. I maxed them fools out and I did my thing. But there was actual homies or homeboys, right, that will go the extra mile and take those fools win, right? So those are the ones that are actually doing the most. If JD was actually doing all that, he wouldn't really talk about it, man. A lot of the content creators don't really put their paperwork. They're real scared about that. I don't know why, right? Especially if it's something that you got caught with or you already did the time. Why not put the black and whites, to co-sign your stories? You don't have to have other content creators, and especially not that one, right? But when it comes to the runner, man, we already all know. And for the ones that don't know, make sure to tune into some of the videos, man, where people expose old boy, where they pretty much let people know that this dude does not know nobody. There's actually been people that have jumped on the platforms and like, hey, bro, this was full of it. I was there. And they're still out there. Those videos are still running around on the YouTube yada. So for JD to have old boy co-sign his stories, to me, I mean, that's kind of weak. At least in my opinion, right? Because a real hitter, he ain't gonna need no other man, especially not the runner, to co-sign their stories. But you guys already been knowing when it comes to these content creators, there's a lot of fake ones, man. So once they see or hear some flowers throwing their way, shit, they jump on it. And this is something that JD ended up doing, man. I don't know if no one's gave him a compliment in the past where he ended up making a little short, feeling himself about old boy talking good. Sorry to bust your bubble, carnal, but in all reality, you got a fake one giving you those props. And all he's doing, he's dick riding your thing, bro. Just to get a little bit of clout. In all reality, there hasn't been too many people that have been associating and messing with this dude. So he's just happy, man, to know that there's still some people out there on the YouTube that will fuck with them and that they don't really know what's going on with this case. But people will find out eventually, like they have in the past, and you guys already been knowing. So I'm gonna keep this video nice and short. Make sure you let me know what you guys think in the comment section, right? Do you think JD is getting played by a sucker, or you think JD knows what he's doing? Hey, make sure to drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget, man, to also go over there to JD's thing and drop a comment. Let him know, like, hey, man, you got to do your history when it comes to basura like this. Because, I mean, you can get caught in the net, homie. And you guys seen how that gone in the past. You seen people get caught from being debriefers to just all kinds of stuff getting put out, So I hope that's not the JD's case. And hopefully he's solid, man. And he's actually someone that is going to actually do his homework next time. So with all that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to share with others. Hit them like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, man. That helps out the channel. We highly do appreciate that. And with all that being said, man, thank you guys once again. And I'll catch you guys on the next one or on the live. So make sure to hit that notification bell. We out.
Yeah. Woohoo! What fuck squirt gun?
Realness right here.
Jump off in here. You heard what Mr. Molly said? We top flight security of the world, Craig. Get your ass on.
It's E.B.K, E.B.K, E.B.K. It's E.B.K every day, all day.